Hey y'all. Someone posted something on Twitter about pot, so I thought that I would talk about pot. I have had lots of thoughts about pot my whole life, that it's evil. My brother started smoking pot when I think I was like 10 and he was like 14. And I think that made my mom really mad because I remember around that time period, my mom screaming at my brother, and she chased him around with a broom, and then she threw like this glass pot holder, or it's like a glass napkin holder at him. But I think that might have been why she probably found his stash of pot in his closet. I can't imagine why else she would have been that mad at him. Anyways, so that was like an ongoing battle for like the next 4 years. 14 to 18, that, my brother was doing it secretively. Maybe my mom was always suspicious. Then finally, when he was like 17 or 18, she turned in a pipe that she found in his room to the police, which, I don't know. I mean, she was a single mom, so she didn't really know. She didn't know what else to do. I don't know what the cops said. They probably just were like, okay, what do you expect us to do? I guess she wanted him to go to jail or something. Anyways, then he continued to engage in pot smoking for a long time. And then when I was 18, I went to visit my dad. He was in Nebraska, so I went from California to Nebraska to visit my dad. And he had like a whole closet in his garage. This was like 20 years ago. But he had a whole closet in his garage where it was like lined with aluminum foil. And there was like one of those stupid heat lamps in there and his little pot plants. Because he bent over to pick something up in the kitchen, and then I saw his pipe fall out of his shirt pocket, and I was like, what? And he was like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that. So he showed me his little garden. I was like, okay. And then my mom's theory on that was that people self-medicate when they actually need medication. So she's always been big on medication. She wanted me to get on something because she was saying that I had ADHD or whatever. So my mom's always kind of wanted me to be medicated. Probably mainly because I have zero interest in medication. I have seen my whole life what it did to my mom, and I did not like seeing that. Which, yeah, it's hard to say if her angry outbursts were because of her medication, or I don't know. Yeah, or some people could say, well, maybe she would have had more angry outbursts if she wasn't medicated. I don't know. Anyways, what else do I have to say about pot? I've only been high like 4 times in my life. I didn't like it each time. I remember the last time, it was my ex, and he got some from Vegas. I actually went to a dispensary with him in Vegas, and it was interesting. It was interesting. We drove all the way to Vegas from Texas just to go to a pot dispensary, basically. I wanted him to get like some special brownies, but he just got the normal pot and smoked it in the hotel bathroom. I remember one time he smoked it in our backyard, and I was like in a nice community, and it's a strong smell. It smells like a skunk, and I was like, this is not good. My neighbors are going to be like calling the police on us or something. So that was my last encounter with pot. That was like 3 years ago. It's probably a good thing that I ditched that guy, because he was obsessed with pot. But so many people are now. Like, it seems like almost the whole world is, or all of America. And why is that? Like, why do people want pot? First of all, why are you not just like naturally tired? Why do you want to smoke pot to make you tired? I guess, and that might be the thing, is that people have a hard time sleeping because maybe they feel guilt over whatever, or they feel shame, or maybe they're scared to fall asleep because they have nightmares. I don't know. But me, I can just fall asleep like any time of the day. Even if I just had coffee. I don't need pot to make me tired. So, but I guess that's the appeal for so many people. Or yeah, the people say, well, it's good for anorexic people and it makes them eat. Like, okay. But mainly I guess that's the appeal, is like if you can't sleep for whatever reason, yeah, maybe a fear of nightmares or just whatever, then it helps them sleep. But it's like, well, just eat something or just have a glass of milk. Like people always say, just have a glass of warm milk before bed. Seriously, that'll work just as well, and it's totally legal. Just have a glass of milk, warm milk, cold milk, whatever, and then you'll be able to sleep, you know? I don't know. Why else do people smoke pot? Because they're stupid. Especially if you're doing it in a state where it's illegal. Don't mess around with that. If you're doing it in a state that's legal, don't drive, for sure, after you smoke pot. That's why it really should be illegal, because I cannot even imagine how many accidents are caused by people trying to drive when they're high. Oh, that's just not a good idea. Yeah, even if you're high on pills, drunk, whatever, any mind-altering substance, you should not be driving after you take that. I had a friend that died 3 years ago. I worked with him at Papa John's. He was drunk crossing the street, and so somebody hit him, but it's like, how on earth did they hit him unless they were like drunk or high? You know, somebody hit him crossing the street. How did they not see that there was a human body there? You know, it's really weird. And this is what I was thinking. Well, maybe she was like texting and driving or something. I don't know. Watch out for that too. Texting and driving is just as dangerous as driving drunk. And yeah, so don't get high and drive. Don't be drunk and drive. Don't text and drive. I had a close call one time when I was driving and I was texting. Like, I almost hit a wall. It could have killed me. So be careful of that. Anyways, back to pot. I think pot should be illegal. Like, all over America. Like, I don't even know why people are messing around with that. And one thing to consider is that drugs can open a door to demons. As far as I know, that's true. I heard that somewhere. Drugs, any drugs. Like alcohol, pot, probably pills, just anything. It can open a door to demons. I think the reason is because it makes you lower your guard. And instead of telling Satan or demons no, you just let them in. You let them rape your mind, basically. So, anyways, I highly think that pot should become illegal. And that would be great. And America would be a better place. God love y'all. God bless. Bye.